we won't spend much time with it. Just to get, we'll start with the easy one first. He's gonna give me a big hook and then a beat of like 1 minute. So let's say for now, a big left hook. Bang. So instead of blocking, we're just gonna go straight in, straight in, time legs.
And you're striking the.
They just say
On the face.
I can realize I hope I really want it, but for us, he's gonna keep one it up. And the second I see the lineup or I see that starting to come, chin's tucked behind my shoulders. My shoulders are at my ears. 2 hands overlapping. I think it's 24 calls it a spear.
Yep.
Just 2 hands over one spear, and it's spearish. It's branded, so if you that helps you remember it. We're just gonna spear. I think the other hook, he's gonna present the target. And I see it. I'm going in. The key is to go forward, chin is tucked. So even if it does come glancing over the top of my head, I'm driving in. Just do a few of those just to get the idea that hands are coming at you. And we're making a single point of impact. Chin is down. All right. Just do a few. Simplest one is the least amount to think of. So
Oh, it is two.
Once you're
You're
in-
one striking this way and one striking.
yeah, it's your head, and the other one's standing.
So one's-
Yeah, it'll be this time. That's all.
Yeah. So you're gonna get hit, you're just trying to.
You're
just.
Oh, you're going to. Hey, one minute.
Yeah, because it's, you naturally wanna go like this. Yeah. So it's like. Yeah, that's all, because it.
Hey, Shai.
Right?
Right.
Okay, so I'll put it. Are you guys all good? Should we just? Right, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and then I get one person.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I'm swinging. Yeah.
I see, right? I saw this. Oh, it's like this guy.
Oh, it's
Actually, before I go into work. See?
yeah, I'm slow.
Yeah, from right, left,
Yeah, no, that is.
Alright, like, this way.
Good work.
There's the one that's hitting you. This is the other.
yeah, left to right, just to get going.
Thank you. Thank you.
Most people are running into yourself, they run on.
Ah, wait, yeah, I told you to be a. That's me. I'll see if they get.
That's fine.
What? Oh, this is so awesome. That's the point. You got from there. Oh. There you go.
Alright. If you haven't switched.
Okay.
One thing to keep in mind, it's all great. We think we're driving forward. So let's look to the right hand side, look big right, and see this a couple places. We just drive. Yeah, I like that. We did it. Oh boy. If we're attacking, we might need to step forward. And the other thing I want to be conscious of is not leaning too far forward here. See, if you need, you can slam to the ground, and I have no follow-up if I'm looking at his feet. But if I'm here, maybe I have follow-ups. If I do this, my follow-up is delayed and I'm into something else. So I always want to keep my hips a little bit more under me. I don't want to just fold forward. I want to keep my feet with me. And I'm going to step forward with my forward foot. We can get into something else, but that'll be later. For now, I just want us to remember the step. If I'm going. We should do. Alright. Good. So that's how we get into our graphics, it's like, we call this an entry. But you see it's hit coming, you're gonna hit. Depending on what happens next, it's the world's your oyster, but. If I do this. I don't have a follow-up until I become. So I don't ever wanna be too off balance. I wanna be right into something else. Alright, so give that a shot. Remember both sides. Give your partner a little bit of a feed.
I gotta cut it off.
Same software.
Yeah, we'll do. Three. Okay.
This.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, 'cause you're gonna get it no matter what.
But you can, but it doesn't matter.
Well, I see that.
Oh, okay, here you go.
Well, it's yours. I'll find my, which one's this? And so it's still not a target yet. It's not gonna be a top.
What was I saying about?
So if you're.
Okay.
Shuffle that.
Just tell me about it.
That.
So you're going.
Whereas if you want to play a game like this, you can do this.
Yeah.
Yes. Show some. Oh, that's. Show you. For that to be at the same time, you go through this in your head.
You think it looks so close.
Yeah. So he can target it the whole time.
Am I not really just going? If I fight, right, so am I just going myself? Am I being myself? I gotta do this. Okay. Yeah. And then that's what it's like here. Yeah, so they're on. So he's here, I'm starting on here. Right.
Shake. I want to not be able to see your arm over here. Both sides. One side on the left thing. Because this is coming in.
Yeah.
And you're like, here. You can see it out of the way. Yeah. Chin comes back. It goes down, shoulders come up. Just do that. Make sure.
Before I could do the top. Yes, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. I will come with steps. Yeah. Yeah.
I like that too. I'm gonna use that for my niece. Give me a golf. I'm right here next to
I have, I just don't want, everyone should know what I keep hitting it, I do.
You guys, yeah, you might do too much. Yeah, except on your foot. No, purpose, but it was a better. So this side is hard. It's my husband, like. Get this. Let's see. Yeah. I honestly helps.
To share. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So it's probably second or either one. Now I haven't seen.
So it's one keep having it also having it.
Yeah, or. I mean, you're ready. But we're not late. He doesn't step. It's feeding me like in the air. I'm here.
So when you're doing that, that's when you're going in.
So I'm either staying away.
Right.
But if you just yes, you get on that. Yeah. Okay. What? So. Just go to that. I keep talking to this, but. And we said outside. And look, I get done and done and done. It's not control. Okay. That way, you don't have to feel bad if you.
He doesn't feel bad.
Okay.
I thought we were three.
More. I think the time is.
I'm gonna mix up the timing,
And
when you know when it's coming. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep going. You know? Yeah, well, I throw it. I'm saying.
I feel like I'm like cheesy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. What I.
Hey, you saw that, right? I'm coming out. Yeah, yeah.
If it happens. If you don't execute,
Yeah.
let that go.
Oh, that's fair.
Reset so you're ready. He's catching you in your like mental.
Yeah, so look
Am
at
I
that.
doing?
Yeah.
So.
We can get 100%.
Maybe slow down a little bit, so bigger, like, okay, like that. Yeah, for your saying, you take one, okay,
Yeah.
reset is, I think, like,
Yeah, shot. I put them on.
And the one thing I know, we have to figure it out.
yeah, that's what you got.
Oh, yeah. You know, the really thing. Black cake, I think you. It's like running along, they should make Band-Aids.
So now you're gonna slow it back, but then already stop.
Finish it up, they should stop.
So you're like,
Don't just, it is what it is.
It's
Let's start. That's why I like to start. Yeah. Take a bite. All right, let's get a little. That's our.
That's our chair. That's our chair.
You're in there.
That's our chair. This is the problem with AI, right? One day, if it's doing one thing, and she's doing something completely different.
Alright. So. That was our simplest one. That's a hand comes at you, 2 hands forward, you go. This next one, let's say, we'll do, I'll try not to stay as long with these. This one will get a little more. Technical, if you will. Where we're gonna cover and hit at the same time. So. Most people are right-handed, so the same thing, he's gonna give me a head target. And he's gonna throw a hook. I'm gonna ask for $1 or hold a serving tray. And yeah, for $1. Yeah, it's okay, $1. To face it, because if I just do this, it's gonna blow through it. And I need a hit.
Okay, also you're doing a strike
Yeah,
as you.
fine.
Oops.
Up here, and maybe there's something later that could get into the magical realm, maybe that's not gonna happen, but. For our sake. Trying to fix this, yeah, so if there, maybe I could just block this, look at almost into the sphere. Copyright,
Copyright.
or
It's not copyright.
it's trademark,
It's trademark. This is a joke, because, sorry, yeah. You shouldn't be able to copyright human rule. But there are some folks that do it, like I said.
I'll shoot you. Yes, I copyright.
No, I don't know if Superman, if movies is copyrighted, but it was not. Now, there is in the world of martial arts, one is that copyrighted certain movements. It's like, it's a very, whatever, it's good to know methodology, but just letting you know, that when he says copyright, it's for that we protect ourselves. And you understand, this movement already exists in the human body, it's been here for 40,000, for 40 million
For centuries,
years,
yeah.
for centuries.
you extend your arms, you go like this. My zombie and my. Two hands, two hand entry. All these kind of things, so. You have practiced this a couple times, where the hook came and you hit the hook.
Yeah.
Why not? You could do that. Then there's an elbow, maybe there's a knee.
Okay, good.
There's nothing on. You just, the idea is that we train to go forward and be covered. Now getting a little bit more, you have to be right. Because if I go to block that one, you go to this one. Oh. So now we need to have a little more skill to execute this or read our partner better. So. I have to face the energy. If I'm vertical with my forearm, he's gonna blast it back and like quit hitting yourself, you know, that kind of like, yeah. So I need to give this energy, and that turn is also punching my foot. So. And hopefully we're not gonna stay there opposed, but then we're gonna do one move.
Sending that arm to strike, or are you just keeping it out? Just
I'm extending it. And I like. When you make. It feels. Better for this motion. To have a vertical fist for me, but you could do horizontal. But because I'm here and I don't want to truck, my elbow's already down. And when I turn. My elbow's already down, I'm just. Driving the hip rather than shoulder. Whereas if I turn here. It doesn't feel this, I don't feel as connected. If I'm here, I maybe don't grab it, or I just turn it again. But the idea is I'm gonna almost face the strike. And
I feel like, Edward, the size disparity is so different. Would I, in my circumstance, if he's coming at me, would I be stepping into him, or do I need to step into him? Or does that not matter?
it's hard to say.
Because I'm noticing you're not stepping in, he's stepping into you.
Yeah, if someone doesn't like you, they're probably step you to hit you. Most people don't, if they're untrained, they say they don't know their range. So like. I know I can take a solid from here. I don't necessarily need to move. If I'm really mad, I lock my cool. I might go, well, and I've already spent just because I think I'm gonna.
What are you thinking about what you said, what you were saying earlier about like him and I kept ending up like too far apart?
Yeah.
And in those moments, I kind of freeze and I'm like, do I go away or do I wait for him? Like,
So the way to kind of progress with this base level. Stand in your range.
okay,
Stand up.
okay.
Don't start dancing around playing. It's just, we're not sparring this.
Yeah.
This is the guy. I don't say interrogating you, at least. Getting in your face a little bit and you're going, hey, calm down. Side note, this is happening. I have this option. Hey,
So,
we skip this level of training. There's the door. It's not everything that exists, but for now, we're not gonna train that. Because that's not as fun. You know, so we are. You know, for better sense of it, we're saying I'm here, I get. You know, but we can't. Don't get caught up in the like, you're a jerk, no, you're a jerk.
Yeah,
This is my bar school. I can't sit over there, no way, no how whatsoever.
No.
You took my beer before my beer showed up, it's like, ah, sure, that's yours, I'll get the next one, see you again. I can do that. Why not?
That's what you do.
Yeah.
But it's not fun, like you said.
Other things, so you can't leave for some reason. Some reason you cannot leave, your family's behind you.
But there's an actual
There's-
real reason, right?
There's a reason you can't leave. You have to talk to this guy.
Not your ego.
Yeah, it's not ego. And so the drill purpose is, we can anchor our feet. And hit. Boom. So now I don't have to worry about the step. Next level up, if you're feeling confident with this, he could either step to you. And you hit. And now I get a little anchor. So I drive. If for some reason the guy's real tall. And he can hit you without stepping. Oh, you can't reach, right? Yeah. I can step in.
That's what you said. Okay.
I wouldn't, this is where you have to perceive that that man's coming. I wouldn't do this.
Right.
Because now I'm twisted and I've got no structure, no strength. So if I'm here and I go, oh, that one's coming. I'm gonna step right with the face of front. That's where if I don't know what's going on. This is less. I can step either foot, I can do anything, but this is a little bit more technical. So again, for. Step one, stationary, you could be parallel, which you should never do, but for our purposes, I don't want any trouble. Face the hip. Punch. If you're feeling good after that, he can throw either side, so he could do like a prayer, and then he can hit it. And I'm gonna face and hit, face and hit. And then you can listen to part of it, doesn't have to be how hard or how fast, but that could be it. Someone's doing this kind of thing, you don't know what man's coming. But that's skill development, so. So now I think it's.
Okay.
Much time.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, so you don't have it. You only have the.
Stick with one side, do like 5 one side, 5 the other side, then play a little bit of both. And then I'll move us through this a little bit quicker. We're gonna get into a little bit more.
Oh, I heard whispers, so I said, we talk. Sounds impressive. It's substantial, right? It's okay. We're not coming in. And this is okay, everyone's. Yeah, this is, no, I'm not wrong with it. This is my face.
He's out.
Oh, is that okay?
So.
This is my face and then it's one.
So, you don't know what, but.
You want me to do this one?
Yeah, so it's.
Right.
It's like kind of rub your belly and tap your head at the same time. So I'm coming in. Yeah. And then this is my head. Yeah.
Turn.
That was like advancing. Alright, but now I'm just like, so if I go.
Yeah.
Oh, that was it. He was like, I don't know, he did it really. So now if I'm hitting again,
Right.
there you go. Don't stick it too much until you feel comfortable. This is the one that you'd rather have. You shouldn't.
What you pitched him?
Yeah, the same, yeah, keep on.
What do you mean? Oh, like this? It's like. A little more pressure. Now, so.
Yes, yes, yes.
Alright.
They're associated with both.
I'll let you know when it's, because you don't, even though. Don't wanna go. It's like,
Oh, okay, so you understand this.
This is. So you, yeah, when I see your face, you're going, it's, when it, yeah, when it's not this. What do you say? I'm tipping my first dollar.
Yeah, give me that.
Exactly. So it's, exactly. And there's. You know, so. Now, here, exactly. Now you're asking about himself.
So the second exercise, wants to like back up a little.
Yeah.
Forward.
First thing you step in, so if you're in a square stance, you can step with the foot that's punching. Right. So if you're stepping in, so on the square, you're. Right? Okay. Yeah, you can send it. Well, that's right. Yeah. Well, for.
Now we get down on the side. That's the only way, it's a good. There you go.
Good.
It's good then.
A little bit.
So yeah, we're stepping in, that means they're back up.
Stand, stand.
This pair. You want me to step in?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got some way bigger reach than he does, so you probably not even. Yeah, you might be out here and you have to reach you by steps.
Yeah.
For him, you're snack. So, and then the next one, give it up.
So.
One of these. I say face to face.
That's your face.
So that answer. For me, I also that's scary for. Once I'm before anyway. So trying to set up, you could probably, I think that's. Now we're going.
Right.
Now. This is. You throw.
That's the point.
So.
Right.
So think about that too, so if you did. Right.
Yeah. See, but you gotta switch it. That's how you write your whole session.
For you, but this. Mark your range, your research.
It's 2 seconds. Right.
You want to use your range. You want to go. You can stay right before me. No, you want to keep this guy as best you can.
It's a very.
All those things. So something to be aware of, like once you move. Like see how far out you are. They learn your range versus range.
Little more.
Right. If you fully extend with the mix, that's like 3 extra inches. You get it. That's something that size up. Yeah. Switch over real quick.
For me, it's opposite.
Yeah. Now you're gonna have to go in. Yes, he
Can
can.
you switch it? I wanna see if I can do it on this.
Some. No, if you said.
Exactly. This is gonna be a fix.
Then
This is gonna be a long.
Then you go in.
This on is not.
Yeah, that's only part of it.
Wow.
Everybody's a little bigger than me, so. Yeah.
For contracts.
Pretty much focus.
No, this is the one that's. Oh, that's the one that's for the power down there. That's why I said this is a for hand, so.
All right. Alright,
Well, this,
okay.
yeah.
Notice already? He's stepping in anyway. It doesn't have to have like. Ah, so. You're helping. So I switch it out to be stationary or? He has to all over.
So you're talking, yes. The same.
Like, oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm not doing the turn, right? Okay. Yeah, this one has to. No, this one did it wrong.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a punch. This is.
So.
So you're gonna.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my whole.
Like I wanna add an arm back there, but instead of that meeting, just the hooks, let's do some straights. So. As I said, we're gonna build complexity. And so for this one. We're gonna get away a little bit of the simultaneous blocking in. We're gonna get more into like and tracking and guidance, if you will. Let's talk about those for a second. So this could be a reach, it could be a poke, but for now, let's just pretend it's like a straight punch, but we'll go slow. And what we're gonna do is basically plain patty cake. We're gonna pass it from one hand to the other. Yeah. Patty cake. I know it doesn't. Oh, what's that? It's an outside parry to an
No,
inside parry.
I don't have that in my,
Right.
that expression, you guys know it because I'm from here.
Kids game.
Kids in school. Yes.
They were doing karate camp when I was doing
Yeah. But the next year I was not that.
What's that?
It sounds cooler.
I don't even know. I saw the kids play, so.
And so patty cake.
So, again, if we think about the other week where we were saying we buy time by having our hands out a little bit. If I'm trying to do this here and if I'm wrong, I think it'll go bad for me soon. But if I'm a little bit outside of the range, so Gonzalo has to reach for me, that gives me time to parry. So I'm gonna open like a windshield wiper. If we could get there, if we could get here, but for now, we're just getting this coordination of passing center.
Let me see that.
Same side.
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah. One of my grappling coaches calls it replacement theory. If this is here, I replace it.
Replace it.
I don't go. Because there's an opportunity I lose it. But if I'm blindfolded and I never disconnect and I know where it's. So if we're Miyagi-Do karate now, we wax on, wax off.
Especially when you say that being blindfolded.
Yeah. We want, if someone poked you in the eye or you got dirt in your eye, mid-fight, you don't want to have to see, you want to feel. And that's where grappling comes in. If I'm boxing blindfolded, you have no idea what you're talking about. But if we're grappling blindfolded, I know where he is. I know the groin's there. Here's an eye, yeah. You got me. Here's 2 years, you don't necessarily need to, you know what a body shape is.
If you practice,
Yeah.
if you practice.
Yeah. So, to some degree, you have a baseline, but if you really, you can really dial it up. So, same side arm, outside to in, inside to. And again, I'm asking for $1. For holding a serving tray. This, If for some reason he tries to come out and over, there's a little bit of a buffer that his hand can see. If I do this, he can just come over the top. It's milliseconds that you're having stuck there. But we're also getting used to hands coming at our face to hit us or whatever. I thought I was gonna throw the other one, but it's fine. But for now, I just want this tactile feel, this pass. What can we do? If you want to pause here, look, straight shot to the face, palms. We also have a pull in here. But this might be enough.
Can you try what you would do if like you were too slow when you were gonna counter?
I mean, like I missed the first one.
Yeah, but if you missed, how,
Like, oh, it's hollow?
yeah. Just, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I see your face.
That's pretty much problem.
And that's why we could either have here, and I also like the step, and I'm outside of range.
It's marking that it's very important, that step. That's,
But then you stay.
I think that I always look, you know, that like this. Oh,
Yeah.
So that's my, whatever, see, that's what I like.
Right. And you think, you guys were doing this oblique kick, I was doing from the side.
Yeah.
That's where we're going.
Okay.
Why am I going that way? Because I want to get away from that hand. If I do this, and don't let me turn you as much, have a stronger shoulder. You know, where it's just square, I'm eating it. But if I can't move him, I can move myself. And I want to be in my range, or I want to be outside of his. So even if he does follow up, he has to chase you. So that's choices. We're working about engagement. You know, this is what I'm thinking of. I just want to get this connection. And not that there are so many thoughts or variables, but again, if that's his thought, is that in? This is happening. This is not. I'm not going.
So,
So slow down, wipe it, pass it. This is pulling it down so I can have a stretch. Same thing. And if we're getting into the mark, I now have a backup to my same hand. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then go slow 1, 2, 3. And now we're getting a little crazy, but it could just be without that clutter. It could just be 1, 2, 3. Because I know that.
Yeah, we try this at home.
So, honey, come here. Outside.
that's it on the bottom tonight? Yeah,
Well, it's a lot of the years of central. Really, central line studies.
Yeah.
Like the guys thanks. That's good, they can help more people.
Yeah, do we stand like behind you and you stand in front of us and just do the handle
Yeah.
by stuff? Like if you go on the front?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So my left hand's forward. I'm exaggerating with the way down stance. But I am. If the right hand is coming at me straight, I'm from the outside pushing it across. If we're going super technical, I'm going to trace my arm up, replace it, ask for the dollar. If I was going to hit, yeah.
Yeah.
So again, his right hand's coming at me. I don't want any trouble. I pass, shoot my right hand up, ask for the dollar, palm strike. Because modernality, we're not going to stand still. Let's add that step to it. So when I pass with the left hand, I'm going to step with my left foot. So I'm basically slipping. So it's not just a Wing Chun parry. I'm going to slip, insert, ask for the dollar with that step. So it's a pass and step. 1, 2. And now look, that turn to open it is the same we were just doing for the previous move. Well, without stopping, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Want to stick with the one side for now? Feel that? Again, if we're going like meditative, toes out, knees out, hips down, tuck your pelvis, hands come up the center. You're gonna pass, slide, open. You can pocket in. But this is the whole center line idea. This is where I can hit the strongest. I'm clearing it by stepping. Now my center line's off to the side, keeping it open. Again, my center line is now facing the opponent's head, and I can hit that. And they're targeting. They're getting directed off of it, but they have to recover. Is the big picture concept of it. But again, with a partner, the same idea. That's. There's a hit, I can hit there, I'll open it, I can tap that. If I forgot everything, 2 hands down the middle.
But almost fails. Right.
We're developing.
No.
It's all permanent, can you reach for you?
That's what you know.
Alright.
So,
Don't let go, right?
okay. So it's upper.
So you show the company.
Yeah. I think it made it harder for everybody. Alright, so. So it's gonna go. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. This thing helped me, what did you say to connect them? I found that helpful.
Is there some?
You get those.
Is it a graph?
What we want to know.
That's why, you're a left. That's why you keep going to punch it with your hand, because this is your power.
Right.
This doesn't.
Right, yes. It's clear, so.
So you can go either one, as long as you make contact.
You have to drop. We're trying to get all the way Just the outside one? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Right, exactly.
And then you slide it down.
Right, and it's over 5%. So if you're striking the. So it's like.
Yeah, you got it the first time.
I want a lot of pride. Okay. He's doing the same thing, so it's like, it's not his way, right? It's not his way, slide. No, switch it, because I'm probably gonna start it. So it's, see, I'm already, so it's. This, oh, okay, so it's next.
Yes.
Just dollar, right? Okay, so it's gonna try to into that.
Once you see everything, so.
So that's, oh.
So you forget.
Yeah. Okay. That doesn't make any sense.
And, yeah.
Things that I feel.
This side, yeah.
The palm?
No, the second, the pedicure, say that.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so my colors are pink.
Oh.
Yeah.
You want, you like.
But you're not doing this thing, like you were saying, remember when you were saying, so we're not doing it. He was like, you're doing one up, so it's one up this side. This is the one that's hitting your face.
Yeah, the opposite.
Yeah, because he was like, go up, like you smack it away, right? Yeah, so you smack and then slide. Smack, slide up, and then this is the one that's taking the contact. And if it was this way, it's this.
Yeah. Get that one.
You try to get some. Do you want me to try here? Don't get out. Like it should right to me?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
But before. I think we're gonna do three, or you slept.
And I'm going, so if you're showing to me, I'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a step that through your wall, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, if you did it on this, so.
Now it's hanging. Now it's.
Or if you did this in.
Three, you just slept. Okay.
So it's-
That was moving. I gotta get it. Got your hands back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like
Makes sense.
Yeah. They don't switch it?
Yes.
You see that? It's going to go up a little bit.
Yeah. That's it. Do three slips. Okay, so, sorry, yes. Now
Yeah, just the same thing. Putting it together.
Right.
It's broken in it. Yeah. Yeah, that looked better, right? I think there's something off.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Oh, yeah.
It's a sweat, right? So, yeah.
So, same thing, I would need that, but on the first. One.
Got it.
Okay, so same size you want?
That's.
Yeah. Right?
What? Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Middle school music class. You're right.
A whole lot.
Oh, no, I didn't.
We were all forced to
So
take it.
instead of.
So Charles, it's easy.
One. Three. Instead of 1, 2,
Right.
I need a 1, 2.
Yeah.
She, you know, that's 4 water, though, better say, oh, look at that. Wait, there's that.
Somebody's trying to give you.
Check it, so
My bad.
check who's coming.
Can you do it nice? So I can see if I, any of the same time. So I'd be doing this. Or this hand first.
30. You want this?
Hey.
Okay, so it's. Now, this whole time, I'm trying myself for now. So it's this, and then this.
And it clears to the side.
Okay, so it's this.
First.
Hold it, and then it's. Okay.
Or you sound like same hand first.
Okay, so I'm going 1, 2,
2, 3.
or this one, so it's. That's.
Not worry about holding it.
I was just gonna ask if you have to go hold it or no. So, and then I get it, this one, okay, that's what you meant, okay, so it's. Or this one, what do you mean?
So much.
So when I do this.
Oh, pass it.
And then, okay. Sorry, and then.
Maybe that's the whole thing. Right.
Yeah.
You guys are each other.
This one first, okay.
Do a check. Washing action, so
I'm thinking it wrong, like, my brain is like.
So he's been out after a couple of weeks.
I hope so, because like, at least I know I have options, and I screw up. I screw up.
Yes. Don't very good. Yeah. Right, I just had to.
Oh. No?
You like that, right?
Yeah.
So that, this hand's gonna go first. Let's have part that's right. That
So
makes
this
sense.
is what that makes sense. That's why you keep saying start there. Okay, so start there. Yeah. Okay.
If you don't get me out of it. You have to go fight through.
Yeah. It is hard to, sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why you are start. Okay, that's why I think stuff. Or not having you like, it works, but that's not what I was supposed to do.
Okay, oh, yes, yes.
Gotcha. Wait, now, would you mind doing this?
Turn the head. Yes, I
Before I get too long, so it's not starting again? Okay. This is the one I started. So then I can. First, it's not gonna let it insert. During the first. This and this has to stay.
No.
Yeah. Stay there. Nope. Great. There I go. Okay. This is so good. Okay. There.
Yeah.
No, I'm Snap it. Snap it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, sorry. We had down. You had.
That's fair.
I'll say it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, I keep asking.
Yeah. Probably a you.
You kept saying. Are you? This.
It's.
Got my holding. Yeah. Maybe that's why he's throwing me off. But. Trying to figure out how to do that.
It's right. Oh. That's it. Solely to yourself.
Oh, this is the top. Looks like this is fancy. Oh, no. Yeah. See, I can't even walk to you. It's like. Yeah, you can't do it. You can't do it. Why the.
It's.
Yeah. So it could be like-
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I got that tension. Yeah, in the morning, I feel like, okay. It was right.
Yes.
They're the same thing, right? Right? But they're gonna be, when you election again,
Yes.
it's not going in that headphones in there.
I go left, right.
That's it.
Okay.
I told you.
Friday, I guess.
Right, right.
I'm blocking that.
Yes. Just like that.
It's good that they're, you know, they're happy. It's good.
So, okay, so it's.
That's
So the army show up. So.
No, it's this one. Okay. Snap. That, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa, is the kind of give yourself a foundation.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. We looked at that, this. I shifted out.
Oh, you want to get the, so I'm not doing this. One and then two. I feel like I remember what this is. But it looks very switch it up. Yeah.
So.
I was getting some. Oh, alright, so real quick, we kind of got into it a little bit, but we'll add a little bit of like some arm grabs to the, just to get into, we'll do like. It's almost, yeah. Walk through. So since we were just here, we're going from the straight. And for simplicity, I've opened up, we're not hitting, I'm on top of that arm. But. So if I stay in front of him, maybe I could turn enough to get to his back. Ooh, so close. The next takedown, or it's just I'm behind him, not getting punched in the face. So this is one way to use it to enter. So this, depending on the side of your opponent, you do this S grip, make a little S. You do a gable grip on the palm, but I'm doing the same entry and I'm moving. He didn't like me, so he came forward as well. I've got my gear between his shoulder blades. I have to be over both arms this time, but I at least want one arm. And I'm in. So it seems a little out there, but it's this hit. don't do the hip for now, because I just want us to stay connected. Footwork. Connection. Block. Get to the back. That makes sense to you guys? The Philippine martial arts, the female triangle. I'm open. I'm at the peak, I have 45 degrees. 45 degrees. And then on the side. I have 2 steps. Right. I'm on my grip. It's not here. Now I'm square. If he's bigger than me, he's winning. I need to up the angles. Alright. Same thing the other side. I went this way. Now we go that way. Ear to the back. Because you don't want to get headbutt come back here. If you're on loose and even just fighting, my head's bouncing around, that sucks. I'm gonna glue my ear to him. And I'm just trying to tuck him out. If we're doing street self-defense, I can release an arm and hit, release a groin slap, both our leg. But the idea is, big picture, if I stay in front of them, I'm getting punched all day, getting wrestled, everything, all the weapons are there. I don't want any trouble. When I get behind him, it's significantly less things he can do to me. All right. So let's give that a shot, and then we'll go back 1 step and do an arm drawing out of the other move. Triangles.
Yeah.
We're gonna move kind of quick, so just get a few in.
Guess I fucked it.
Okay. So now, okay.
Going thing, right? Going fine.
I don't know. Are you ready?
Each one step in, each one step in.
So, yeah, I would say. Is it easier? But am I holding on, I'm holding on to the arm, right?
I still got. So, do you think? I said, right. That's like here. Because I
The
had.
worst part is this, right? Differently, I'm doing one,
Glass that arm, so then him a lot more.
Yeah.
So I can hit.
this is okay.
That's all I would control. And then it has been flushing and you get behind it. And then it's just back here.
Me?
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Down.
Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna try to knock him out a little bit, but hang on.
Well, we know this one, it's this,
Depending on which
one,
arm comes
two.
first. One. The other arm.
Like that?
One.
Okay.
Yeah. You're down. You're good.
So I really still, he's still in there, right?
Do it, do it, do it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Still have it.
Yeah.
Or we should be-
That's right.
So exaggerate this.
If you.
Got it, but.
I think it's just awesome. Well, it would be great. Right. That'll be all the most right.
So, wait, you.
And I all, this is the last question.
Yeah.
Oh, this is, okay, so that's.
Yeah, that's perfect. So,
This is, okay.
One time and then.
Okay.
Now, my question.
Exactly, that's right.
Yeah, drive.
Because if you just here, now with, he's like driving to get.
Yeah. I know.
Nice, okay, so nice.
My leg drains. Yeah, my leg is slow. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Okay. That was crazy. It was just, I can't even keep him so fast. I can't even tell if he's doing it. Pulling it back so. There.
He's on his.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that, I think that.
It's like, you want to, right? Yeah, so you don't know how to go in. I'm gonna switch the other one.
Sometimes it may not end it.
Now they
What?
I'll give you one. I'm sorry. I was just. So I was doing stuff. And then I'm just gonna last one to do. But if you wanna do. I'm going to.
Still knows.
Yeah, but my hair is still feeling okay.
That's why.
Yeah, we can do it separately. All right. Okay. And I'm gonna start here. That's it. Slow. Slow. That's good.
He switched it up.
Yeah.
Alright, time. Just to mix it up, we're gonna do one last one super quick. We're gonna revisit, because now we don't have the pad, this will be the hook. We did this, so we can nicely place on our partner's shoulder, or we could palm to their shoulder. And from here, the hand is holding the serving tray, it's gonna come down, the other hand is hit. Gonna go to the tricep, and you have the arm drag now into the back. So we're manipulating our partner. Is it gonna necessarily work like that? It might be on the second one, but from this position, again, we're just learning that kind of feel. Boom, to the arm, and now where we just work. Take the other side. Turning, hitting, pop. Clear the arms. Block, arm drag. Bone and shoulder pump. Here, pull your ear to them. Listen, try to hear that heart through there, your spine. The slow motion, if we're static. This is a hit. I'm on top, so I'm steering. I'm not gonna grab and push because it's I'm not committing to that. I'm working on this step. Depending on how much your partner spins, they'll dictate how much you have to move. This one's without a partner. It's all the term center line, that's what I'm working on. I bring his hand to my center line and replace. Oh. I bring it to the center. Switch. All right. One. And perfect. Eating at home.
That's on Facebook.
I didn't.
Show.
Right, don't
One, two,
Let's go do a new check.
There is. Now. How much?
Oh, just go to like.
it is a fair. So you going? Two, and then. This is where.
I wouldn't just say just.
But I'm not. I want to go.
Okay.
So what's in the boat?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
If I slip, I have a problem now, going out. If I slip, I get on the ship. If I just go, race the race, if you fall down, I got to come back.
So you're going around the place.
Yeah. I've got to play my. I've got to be my. Yeah. That's it. Above the other. Yeah, and that end. So they have to.
Right on.
There you go.
Yeah. The more reason I have to call it.
Sure. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I guess
Yeah.
you don't need it. So if I don't make it. Then you cannot make it. You cannot make it. It's this. Ah, yeah.
So, can I, if you go, well, can I break the shirt once? We both break it.
Oh, yeah.
That's what.
Ten more seconds, 10 more seconds.
It's be careful because this one here is supposed to be. So it's still quick.
Wait, we'll do it. Alright.
Yes, yes.
That's people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I'm still. No, that's. You still got to.
That's what I.
So.
Yeah. For the level.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. I'm with you.
Right.
Get that hungry.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
I'll start recording. I'll do
Yes. Same thing.
if I touch you, right? So you can get that. Yeah. So we get.
Oh, I thought it was. So we moved up.
So I'm gonna strike you. We're gonna take the.
Yes.
Ah, right.
Yeah. Hit you.
Wait, you can look at it, it depends. I can-
The only thing that we gotta, you didn't do the. Grab.
You got to be-
I noticed.
Yeah, he's right, he's right.
Exactly.
In terms of this.
It's not one.
Right.
It's still-
Grab.
maybe it's something.
Yeah, the only way I can do it.
I don't. So that's. I'll never quite stop.
Yeah.
We never played.
I saw it happen.
Oh, no.
I said, like, walking.
Yeah.
I'm just.
As the hook comes. Let me throw it. Bigger than me, and I got to walk them.
Yeah.
So, I got slowly saucing.
It's so fast, you can't see it, right?
If he doesn't stop.
It's so fine.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Signed outro is all.
He just like crouch. Yeah.
And I'm gonna.
You're sliding.
The train was like,
Maybe if I tell you that, you'll help you. Yeah, that's why you want to, that's why you want to do. Because once you get too fancy, so you don't have to worry about you. You don't have to worry about paying.
Oh, right.
You want orange.
Like 60% black. But.
Because it has to be.
Trying to get on the dinner.
Because it's like, you're putting more trust in my body.
I want the back, second, I'm
Right.
So much better.
Right.
So all they used to know where it's.
We had this time. You know, tennis.
Yeah, that's.
It depends on.
I can just.
Try to get out, but I think that's what I want.
I'm here.
But.
Now. It depends what it feels like in the moment, but I want to bring it right now, so you're.
Yeah. So like, our size disparity is good,
You got.
but if we look the same height, you have to eat. That's why it's a little bit loose. Wham.
So. I just see it.
Yeah, keep on.
Always want to move that. Alright, time, line up, last rep, finish it up.
Have a good weekend, huh?
We didn't really, but that's option one. With the two hands, single entry. That takes a lot of the complexity out of it. The other things like the parry and pass. You know, it gets complicated with some range in there, but they open up other options for sweeps. Or getting to the bag, we didn't quite get that far in, but that's next classes. And you can always follow up with a hit, so if we did. We open here, we had one hit, we have two hits. We had the arm that we were just working. And then it's some trips, so. We just wanna put tools in our toolbox to pull out when they present. If we don't know they exist, we can't do it. So we wanna train for that, and ultimately, all of this pairing and passing in hand is sensitivity. Where is the person? What are they doing? Are they pulling? Or learning that without having said, okay, now pull your hand back and then, oh, that's sort of. We're adding a little bit in the mix. And we're gonna get to that. Yeah, it was one class.
You messed up. Try to do this. Nice.
Okay,
We'll
thank you,
get it
sir.
right with it.
Yes, sir. What time?
Enjoy your weekend, guys.
All right, you gotta watch.
Yeah,
Okay.
In an hour, it should be ready.
Now to crawl home.
Yeah,
Hey,
please.
guys.
You're gonna try that when you get home.
Who's gonna,
Oh, I am.
who's gonna do the work? Mark, Frank, you're gonna do the work?
The move.
Yes.
What did they work? 400 meters.
400 minutes run,
One.
push-ups, pull-ups.
Went today?
Yeah.
Next week, is anything special? on that?
Everything goes well.
Okay, I'm gonna bring my niece with me on Sunday. Is that okay? Okay.
Guys, let's,
doing it
hydrate.
Good luck.
We're gonna start the work. I'm gonna go outside.
Sorry.
Hydrate, put some-
Bring our stuff out.
put some shoes, and I'm gonna start the work.
God bless, good luck, y'all. All right, bro. Take care, man.
And then I'm going.
All right.
Yeah, exactly.